Today we are diving into the BYD Blade battery, a game changer in the EV industry, famous for its safety features. But here's the big question. Is it really the safest EV battery ever? Stick around because we are about to find out. Hello everyone, I'm Shan, an engineer specialized in electric vehicle development. Electric vehicles are taking over the roads. And for good reason, they are eco-friendly and packed with cutting-edge technology. But one concern keeps popping up: battery safety. Stories of EV fires have made headlines, and it's a worry for anyone thinking about going electric. That's where the BYD Blade battery comes in. With its innovative design and chemistry, it's aiming to put those fears to rest. In this video, we'll break down what makes this battery special, how it holds up in brutal safety tests, and what real-world data says about its performance. Let's get started. First up, let's talk about what makes the BYD Blade battery stand out. Most EV batteries, like those in Teslas or other high-performance models, use nickel-manganese-cobalt or nickel-cobalt-aluminum chemistries, often called NMC or NCA. These pack a lot of energy but can be prone to overheating under extreme conditions. The Blade battery, it's different. It uses lithium iron phosphate, or LFP for short. LFP is super stable and has a much lower risk of something called thermal runaway. That's when a battery gets so hot it catches fire or even explodes. But the real magic isn't just in the chemistry, it's in the design. The Blade battery isn't your typical chunky battery cell. It's long, flat, and shaped like a blade. This isn't just for looks. That unique shape helps it shed heat faster and fits more efficiently into the battery pack. BYD says this design boosts space utilization by over 50% compared to older LFP batteries. What does that mean for you? A safer battery that could squeeze more range into the battery. It's like getting the best out of the both worlds, performance and safety. We will circle back to the efficiency part later, but for now, let's just focus on why this battery screams safety. Okay, so the Blade battery sounds safe in the paper, but how does it hold up when things get rough? BYD put it through some intense tests, and the results are pretty insane. Let's start with nail penetration test. This is where they put a nail through the battery to simulate a short circuit, like what can happen during a crash. Most batteries would freak out, overheat, and catch fire. The Blade battery, it barely breaks a sweat. Its surface temperature only hits 30 to 60 degrees Celsius. That's warm, not blazing hot. Compare that to other batteries which can reach to 500 degrees or more in the same test. But BYD didn't stop there. They bent it, crushed it, and even heated it to over 300 degrees Celsius. And even overcharged it by 260%. And guess what? No fires, no explosions. Just a battery that keeps it cool. These tests aren't just for show. They mimic the real accident situations. And the Blade's battery's ability to shrug it off gives us a big clue about why it's considered one of the safest EV batteries. Lab results are a solid start. But what happens if these EVs hit the streets? So how does the Blade battery work in the outside world? First, let's look at some stats. Electric vehicle fires are less than gas vehicles. Data shows about 25 fires per 100,000 EVs sold, while gas vehicles have around 1,500 fires per 100,000 vehicles sold. That's a huge gap, which shows that EVs are generally safer than gas vehicles. But no battery is perfect, and there have been some hiccups. In July 2021, a BYD Han with Blade battery produced smoke after a crash test, and it caught fire 48 hours later than the test. BYD chalked it up to the misuse of the coolant, not the battery failing by itself. In April 2023, a BYD Han plug-in hybrid model also caught fire during an incident. Here's the takeaway. These incidents are rare and they're tied to external factors like the crashes or manufacturing problems. Speaking about manufacturing, BYD issued a recall for about 100,000 vehicles in 2024. But that was about production issues, not battery failings. So while it's not invincible, the data shows that these batteries are pretty safe. The Blade battery isn't just about safety. It's changing the EV game in different ways as well. That blade-like shape lets the BYD to skip the traditional modules and go straight to the cell-to-pack setups. This actually boosts the battery's volumetric energy density, meaning there is more power in less space. Safety worries are one of the top reasons people hesitate to switch to electric. If the Blade batteries can ease those fears and deliver solid performance, it could help push EV adoption into overdrive. More EVs on the road means fewer emissions, and that's a win for everyone. So this little Blade might just be a slicing through some major barriers in the industry. So is the BYD Blade battery the safest EV battery? Here's the rundown. Its LFP chemistry and its critical shape makes it a standout in the industry, slashing the risk of thermal runaway. It aces brutal safety tests, and real-world data backs up its reliability, even with a few rare exceptions. No battery is 100% fireproof, but this one's as close as it gets right now. If safety is your top priority, EVs like the BYD Tang EV or Atto 3 with Blade batteries are worth checking out. Just keep up with the maintenance and stay in the loop on any updates from BYD. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into EV tech, hit that like button and share it with your friends, and subscribe for more. Thank you.